Hello, everybody. This is the first episode of the Black Kitty Cat podcast. We have our first guest. Introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is William Joseph Afton, and I'm the guest of this podcast.
And today we will talking about the One Piece anime from the East Blue Saga to the latest arc that finished, Egghead. Uh, what do you think of the how do we say it? Of the whole East Blue Saga from the start of Luffy's journey to the going to the Grand Line, because I think, like, for me, the original East Blue Saga members like Zoro, Sanji, Usopp, Nami, and the captain, of course, Monkey D. Luffy, is a fucking great
Uh, uh,
arc. What do you
hold on,
think?
sir. Hold on, sir. I want to know about something because I'm curious. Are we covering the East Blue Saga, like the arcs that are we covering the arcs that about like Romance Dawn, Orange Town, Sayrop Village, what else? Yeah.
Yeah, we're not later. We're gonna do that later in the podcast. But first, we're gonna, like, every arc that went in the anime. We're gonna say our how do we say this? We're gonna say our greatest opinion on each arc that went into the greatest show of all time.
So basically, wait. So basically, we're ranking the arcs.
And first, we are saying on our opinions on the arcs, each arc. So I'm gonna say first the East Blue Saga arc, and then we can continue with each arc. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like, we're gonna continue with each One Piece arc from the anime and manga, right?
The anime only, because the Elbaf arc is not finished yet. So yeah, we are gonna go from the East Blue to the Egghead arc. So what do you think of the East Blue Saga arc?
The East Blue Saga arc. Now, when it comes to my love for the One Piece anime, there's one arc that I never got really bored of, and that arc is the East Blue arc. Not only that arc shows Luffy's adventures as a pirate for the first time in his life, but yeah, his dreams. His dream are simple. His dream is simple. Yeah, and he wants to become king of the pirates so he can be like
Idol?
his not idol but like more like I before I say, like so he can so be like like basically the reason Luffy wants to become king of the pirates, he wants to be like in Roger's image, like since oh yeah, and by the way, speaking of Gold Roger, I think Luffy and Roger are related, not related as like reflection, not like not related as just reflections of each other, but we're also related as family members because get it, Luffy's father is Dragon, and Luffy's grandfather is Garb, and but then Luffy's first uncle, before Rayleigh, by the way, his first uncle is Roger, which is the one who inspired him to become like
King of the
uh,
Pirates.
king of the pirates. Yeah.
But your over my rating of the East Blue arc is an 8 on a 10. It starts with, like, the start of the adventure of Luffy to the backstory of Luffy and Shanks, and
Yeah, yeah, but
how each
I
member of
didn't
the
say.
East Blue Saga crew started. What do you think?
Yeah. Like so, basically, wait, can you repeat that question so I can give you the answer?
What do you rate the East Blue Saga for the Luffy start of this journey of Luffy, the backstory of Luffy, and some of the backstories of the characters, of the main crew, and how, like, everything goes in the East Blue Saga? How do you rate it? I rate it on an 8. No, I'm gonna change it an 8.5 on 10. How do you rate it?
I would absolutely rate it um a like I'm trying to think of a good number. Maybe and I'll give it a a a a a 10 out of 10.
Okay, the next arc we're gonna rate and talk about how we feel about this arc is the one of the I think for me, one of the coolest arcs we had since the East Blue Saga arcs, like the Romance Down and all, is the first island they really fought in the Grand Line, and is the where we met one of the coolest characters, Crocodile, the Alabasta arc.
Oh yeah, the Alabasta arc, aka yeah,
For me, the arc is like a really cool world building for the character of Luffy. Like this time, the fight after Arlong and all was the first one of the first fights. Like Luffy really had to put himself into more training and all. Like to say, he had to be better against Crocodile. Like you know what I mean. Like he had
yeah,
to
yeah.
upgrade his
I know, yeah,
techniques. Like he got beaten up like 2 times by Crocodile, and afterwards he was like, "Fuck this
yeah,
shit!
like
I
yeah,
found his
and yeah,
weakness, and he's gonna be beaten today."
yeah, but like speaking of Luffy's fight with Crocodile, remember Luffy is not like invincible in One Piece because like he lost to Crocodile like I think twice, right?
Yes, twice, and the third time it was the third time the charm.
Yeah. And like what I liked about the Alabasta arc is that this arc it makes you see not only the things that are going on in the story, but like it makes you see some things in Crocodile's perspective. Like if you're like for example if your underlings don't do the work for you like and then you say then you think to yourself, well, if you want to do something, just go do it yourself.
Yes, and my rating of the arc is a 9 out of 10 because you saw like in some like I'm gonna say it like in solo leveling, Sun Jin Woo is like first he was struggling, and since he like mastered his powers, he doesn't even struggle anymore. But in One Piece, the first arcs, even now, Luffy is struggling to fight his enemies. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like I rated a 9 out of 10 because you saw him struggle, and the other ones also struggle, like Nami, Zoro, Sanji, and all. How do
Uh,
you rate it?
Same thing with the East Blue arc.
And now we're gonna talk about the arc you should never, and I say, I never say never, but I know I'm gonna say never. You should never skip, and we're gonna talk about one of the greatest arcs at that time, Skypiea, where we meet Bellamy, the Sky People, the best
Wait,
villain, one of the best
wait, wait,
villain.
wait.
One of the
Are
best
we
villains, and no.
are we combining like two arcs into one arc?
Yeah, the Gaia Island and the Skypiea
No, like no,
arc.
no, no, no. I'm not talking about this. Just this. I'm not talking about just the Skype arc. Yes, like Sky Island arc. But I'm just talking about the Mocktown arc. The one that the arc where Bellamy shows up for the first time.
Yeah, we are because the Skypiea arc is with Bellamy. Like he's saying like it doesn't exist. You should not dream about it. You know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think about the Skypiea arc like how we saw that Luffy was that time like smart for the first time. Like he was like, he predicts every move I do. What about this? And also the funny gag meme of Luffy is invincible to his devil fruit powers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Inel's Devil Fruit lightning powers.
And my favorite thing is something we're not gonna talk about it yet because it's appearing arcs later, but something was like foreshadowed in that arc, but that Eric gonna talk about in the later arcs, But my rating on the uh Skypiea arc is a 10 on a 10. My first 10 on a 10. Like it's
Yeah.
cool.
Wait,
It's
wait.
like Bellamy. I'm gonna say it. Bellamy is one of my favorite characters.
Um,
And how do you rate it?
Before I rate the Skype arc, I just want to say that one of my most favorite moments in the Skype arc is that one moment where Sanji shows up in front of Enel. Like remember that one scene
Oh
where
yeah, where he got fried.
that one scene where
Where
Sanji
he's
got
like
fried.
where he's like cigarette in his mouth and then leave it out and then falls to the ground.
No, I mean, like that one scene on Skype here where Sanji, like, shows up, like, acts like a badass while being injured, and then and then he has these cigar
That's what
in
I'm
his.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like he
Yeah,
says,
yeah.
like, and then how do you rate it then?
Uh, the Skype arc, it wasn't like boring, but it also wasn't that bad. So yeah, 10 out of 10.
Okay, the next arc is the like I call it the Long Ring Longland, but it's called the David Back fight arc. No, wait. Yes, it's the David Back fight arc. I
Davy
didn't.
back fight, yeah, Davy back fight, right?
I only liked it the arc because of the funny moments between the Straw Hats and the other
Right.
clubs. Like the one of my favorite moments was with the long kiwi. Like Luffy was like, "I'm eating a long kiwi. Do you want some?" Now you're in getting one. I read it like it's not the best
Wait,
arc, but
wait,
it's not the best
Elon,
arc. It's not the best arc with Foxy, but it's a good arc. I'm gonna rate it at 7.5 on 10.
7.5 out of 10. Yeah, I rated the same.
Okay, the next arc is where we get introduced to the best fight scenes in that arc. No, not yet the best fight scenes, but the best betrayal time ever. And we got to see the struggles of characters, and where we see the saddest fight ever between Luffy and Usopp, and also the Mary
Oh yeah,
getting
the
destroyed.
Walking
The
7 arc.
the Water 7 arc was one of my favorite arcs because like we got introduced to the super character, you know what I mean? Like the
Yeah, yeah,
super
we got introduced to that one Straw Hat member, the myth, the man, the legend.
the super and
Yeah,
also and also the I forgot his name. The one with his blue hair that works also with Frankie. Fuck. But my also another favorite scene of the arc is when Luffy got introduced to infiltrated Kaku. It was like Usopp, and also Zoro did the same thing. That was also funny. Like Usopp, huh? Usopp is not just any guy with a long nose. I rate it a 9.5 on a 10. How do you rate it?
uh, I would like if I like the best moment, the best thing that that I've seen, like, how should I say this, like the best thing that I liked about the Water 7 arc is is this serious but at the same time emotional fight between Usopp and Luffy. I know, and I know, like when I saw this fight for the first time, I told myself, bro, Usopp has no fucking chance of beating Luffy, and I was right. And after the fight ended, it turns out that Luffy was the victorious one, And then he says to Usopp, "You idiot! You can't beat me!" And then he gives up a speech about Mary and stuff, and you know the stuff, and you know the drill. You know what happens
And
after
also
that.
the speech of Zoro saying, "I don't care who's wrong, who's right," but we should, like the speech. But how do you rate the arc in general?
Uh, 10 out of 10.
Okay, the next arc is the "I want to live" moment from Robin and
The
his lobby.
yeah, yeah, in his lobby arc.
And we got introduced to the, like, I don't know if it's so popular, but for me it's like a fan popular, and it's Rob Lutzi with his leopard fruit powers. And I rate this arc, I'm gonna go beyond a 12 on a 10. Like, it's so good. It's so good. All the moments were so great. And we got the. I think it was in this arc where we got the backstory of. Yes, we got the backstory of Negro Robin, why she's like that and all.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
the relationship between Kuzan, the Admiral, and Robin. How do they know each other? You know what I mean? Like, yes.
yeah,
And how do you rate it?
yeah. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
And then we got the introduction to the greatest, to the goat, to the best, best funny character after Sanji, perverted things, it's May I See Your Panties from Brook, the Thriller Park arc.
Wait. We talked about the Ines Lobby arc, but like we didn't talk about the post-war arc. Like the arc where Gob shows up in front of Luffy and his crew, like that arc.
No, it was not in the list. We'll see. Like, it was in Water 7, I think. Yes, it's in Water 7 / Enies Lobby. But now we're talking about Thriller Park. Like, the best arc, the best character, the yo funny laugh,
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Thriller Bark arc.
Yeah, and also to the introduction of Moria and the dream fruit of Sanji, the invisible fruit. And I rate this arc a 9.5 on the 10. How do you rate it?
I rate it like 10 out of 10 because like it gives you one of the best songs that I ever heard in the history of anime. That is Binks Saki. Binks Saki, bro, like one character in One Piece, like one character in One Piece. I think I think I heard a character in One Piece say that the Bink Saki was like for pirates who sing this song in good times and bad times.
Yeah. How do you rate it?
Yeah, but like before I rate it, I want to just introduce one extra thing is that like one of my favorite characters in the Thriller arc is Moria's like big giant zombie that is big giant devil zombie that is Ords. No, we're not talking about like the other Ords. I'm talking about the red Ords, like the original Ords, you know.
Yes, and my favorite character that showed up in the arc is Ryuma, the samurai of Wano.
Yeah.
And how do you rate it?
Okay, so like the Thriller Bark arc, I feel like I never got bored while in that arc, but I feel like I feel like this arc, I want to give it a 10 out of 10, but part of me feels like some scenes like that, like that one scene where Absalom tries to like sexually harass Nami while she was naked in the bath. Like
Yes,
yeah, I feel like
yes,
that.
no.
Yeah, I feel like that scene like made me like lose a little bit of made me not rate the arc of 10 out of 10. So I'd say it. So I'd say like for example I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's not bad either.
Now we're gonna talk about the arc where we got introduced to the character we all share the hatred from, Saint Charles, the Celestial Dragons too, and I am talking
The
and now
Shabondi arc, the Shabondi.
Sapaudi Archipelago is one of the
Wait, let me say the name. It's called Sabudi or Shabudi Archipelago.
yes, and we got introduced to a lot of characters like Silver
Supernova.
Riley, Silver Lily, the Supernovas, Admiral Kirasaru, to the guy resembling to the first bounty poster of Sanji, and Kuma, the warlord. And also, we got a lot of good fights and also the sad scene of, like, before in the playtime skip. And then we got like, the best moments and all. And now I'm gonna rate this arc a 9 on a 10 because like we got introduced it would be a 10 on a 10, but like the Celestial Dragons made me not really like the arc, but like
I got a question. Before we head to the next arc.
no, you need to rate it. You need to still rate it.
I know, but like but I'm just curious about something. Like, is Amazon Lily listed?
Wait, what?
Like the Amazon Lily arc in One Piece, is it on the list?
Yes, that's later. That's later on. You're going ahead, guy. Okay, how do you rate the Archipelago arc?
Let's see here. 8 or 7. 8 or 7. I would say 8 out of 10.
Okay, and now we are going to the Amazon Lily arc, because it was just next. And that's the arc where Luffy got landed on the island after being whooped by Kuma, and we got introduced by a lot of cool characters like Margaret, uh, the not for me, it's not the most beautiful woman in the world. It's my Nami who is the most beautiful in the world, you know. But Boa Hancock is not the beautifulest woman on the world. You know, like if you saw the difference between Luffy against Nami and against Boa Hancock, Nami Happy Punch made him bleed off the nose, but the naked Boa Hancock did nothing to him. Like he was like, I thought you had food. and and the funniest scene is, what is that between your legs? That's my treasure. I rate this arc a 10 on a 10 because it was very funny and very thing. Oh yeah, by the way, in the Alabasta arc, I forgot to introduce a character that we got introduced to, and this is the coolest character we ever saw in Alabasta, and it's Fire Fist Ace. Ace, fuck. And now we Amazon Lily arc, like the Amazon Lily arc.
Yeah, forgot to mention that Ace's first appearance was in the Alabasta arc.
Yes, I forgot about him. But now, in this arc, we get a lot of things. But like the Amazon Lily arc, I give it a 10 on a 10. How do you give? What do you give to the Amazon Lily arc? You know? Hello.
Oh yeah, I was like no, don't worry. I was muting because the sounds in my house. Anyway, don't worry. Continue.
How do you rate the arc, Amazon Lily?
I I really didn't have like strong feelings for this arc, but like I'll give it I'll give it a no comment out of 10.
No comment out of 10. Okay. The next arc is the wait one sec. I need to look. The Impeltown arc. The arc, the arc to save Ace, to try to save Ace. You know, I give it like it's a great arc. We got reintroduced to the code, the absolute code, Bon Clay, and also Alvita, Buggy, and all the rest. You know, we introduced to all these characters. Impel Down, yes, the prison with Magellan and
Alvida, Jared,
yes.
Alvida didn't show up in the Impel Down arc.
A little bit, but not all the thing. But you know, like, and I give it a 10 out of 10 because it's big. It's I cannot say anything bad about it. Besides the Magellan having a diarrhea problem, but you know, like this is not to be talked about. How do you give? Which rating do you give Impel Down?
Before I say my opinions on the Impel Down arc, I just want to say Alvida didn't show up like in the Impel Down arc. That's one fact that's clear. And back to the Impel Down arc, this arc was like this arc was like one of the arcs that I didn't feel like I would get bored while watching it, and I feel like that I feel like in every like each time that I keep watching each episode of the Impel Down arc, I feel like I get hyped. I feel like I get hyped and hyped even each morning that I watch these characters fight and interact and like have some funny moments. Like bro, what can I say? This arc is fucking peak. I rate it out 10 out of 10.
Okay, and now we got the arc that said Oda is gonna go be small against the final war of One Piece, and it's the Marineford War arc. I give it like I'm gonna say it. We got introduced to a lot of characters, to a lot of like even the speech of Doflamingo was introduction was cool. Like we got a lot of things, and the saying who A's father was and who the father of Luffy was again, and that was a great arc. I give it a 10 on a 10. How do you give it? And say your opinion.
Before I met you, my feelings towards the Marineford arc, I always like. I'm never gonna lie. I'm never gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. The Marineford arc was one of my most 100% loved arcs in the entire One Piece lore. And this arc, like just like you rated it, it goes like same for me. Basically, this arc is basically 10 out of 10.
And now we got the best arc. We had also the time skip while in that, and then
Basically, this time, wait, the time skip arc for the Straw Hats is basically the same arc, except on the archipelago. But the difference between the new one and the old one is that the new one didn't have the supernovas, and the old one had the supernovas. But the
but
new one,
the time skip was in the where I'm looking at is in the Marineford arc and in the Fishman
yeah,
Island. No, in
basically
the Fishman in
after the events of
between
the Marineford
between
arc.
wait wait
Yeah,
wait let me say speak between the Marineford arc and the Fishman Island arc where we are talking about later on. But like the time skip was one of my favorite moments of the Straw Hats. But
yeah,
now
yeah.
the Fishman wait one sec. Now the Straw Hats go re-meet each other in Sabaody, and the best moment of Zoro saying is, "Oh, I'm the first. I guess they all got lost." That's the one. You know what I mean? Hello, William. Wait, what? Wait, what? He left. He left. William. Wait one sec. I'm gonna text him. Wait one sec. Wait, what? I need to pause it. No, so yeah, sorry, I paused the recording after while talking after he left. But like the thing I liked about it was everything. But now the Fishman Island arc where we got introduced to the ancient weapon and also to the fake Straw Hat crew and the reunion of the Straw Hats and the thing and going to Fishman Island. And I don't really like Shirahoshi, the Poseidon weapon, but like,
Hold on, yeah. I haven't said my opinions on the time skip arc. Like
no,
the time
it's in
skip
here,
arc.
it's here, in the Fishman Island arc. I see it right now, it's in the Fishman Island arc. I should talk about time skip being in the Fishman Island arc, and I give the arc like a 9.5 out of 10. How do you rate it?
Uh, 9.9 out of 10. And like, well, okay, I'm gonna say something. Oh yeah, the time skip arc in One Piece, like these events exist, like I said, like I was gonna tell you right now. These events, followed after the events of Marineford.
And it's in the Fishman Island arc, officially.
And Sabaody, yeah, don't forget about that because that's also canon, right?
Yeah, but it's in the Fishman Island arc, the reunion.
No, I don't. I'm like, bro. I think you get. You're a little bit confused, you know.
No. If I look at the list of the episodes, like, if you look at the first title of the Fishman Island arc, it's the new beginning of the beginning of the new chapter. The Straw Hats reunite, and then the last episode of the the thing is a surprising fact: the man who guarded the Sunny. That's the last episode of the reunion, and it was in the Fishman Island arc list. So that is what I want to go down, you know.
Yeah.
So I liked it a 9 out of 10. How do you give it?
Uh, I already said my opinions on it. Anyway, next.
The next arc is the no the
Punk
arc where
Hazard.
Punk
Punk Hazard. I
Hazard.
think.
Punk Hazard.
Yeah.
I
Punk
didn't
Hazard.
I didn't
Hazard.
really like it. Like it was introduction to a lot of great characters, but also sorry to say that bitchy character called Caesar the Caesar. You know what I mean? Yeah, like it was the clown that experimented on the children, and that was a arc I didn't really like. It was like shit. It was like not shit. The arc was not shit. Like we got introduced to reintroduced in a lot of
Like for
characters,
example,
and
like
also we got the theory of Smoker being always smoked in every scene he appears.
like getting his ass kicked every single goddamn time.
He's getting smoked every time he's appearing. Like, we had
Like, bro, I swear to
lockdown,
God, like I swear to
lockdown,
God,
and all this shit. You know, like he got
like
always smoked.
bro. Before we rate the Punk Hazard arc or Punk Hazard arc, the Punk Hazard, like the Punk arc, like bro, like like uh. like this arc, like bro, every time I remember Smoker appearing on screen in One Piece, or like each time that he appears, I told myself, bro, this guy, this guy's fucking more weak than Morgan, more weak than X-Head Morgan.
Yes, and my rating on this arc is an 8.5 on a 10. What do you rate the arc on a 10?
Honestly, it's not a like perfect arc, but I like the moments in the arc where like I like that. I like those. I like that one scene where Doflamingo talks to the Vergo without his body, to the Vergo with a head without his entire body, and then he says to him like that one scene where he says, sorry, my friend, or like my old friend, you're the only one that I trusted. I thought you. I don't remember the full talk, but I remember some words that he said. And then he says thing, and then the flamingo says emotionally to his family member, aka Vergo, because Garrett goes to his family. Anyway, he says thank you for all of your hard work. And like basically, I like the emotional moments between Vergo and Doflamingo. And when Vertigo was listening to Doflamingo talking to him on the Den Mushi in the Punk Hazard arc, like the Vertigo didn't respond like with an emotional like he didn't cry or even like respond back. He just smiled.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Yeah, he smiled. He smiled at Doofy's at Doofy's gratefulness, like be like yeah, like I mean, like I don't know if it's gratefulness, but I'm think, but I'm sure like that Virgo is pleased by Doofy's response, like a response to Virgo and Monet, doing their work for him.
Yeah. And how do you rate it?
Um, yeah, like I said before, it's not perfect, but it's peak, and it has its moments. And I also enjoyed Smoker getting his ass kicked every time. Yeah, 9 out of 10, bro. 9 out of 10.
And then the next arc, I think it's the best arc where we got introduced to the best form of Luffy, Gear 4, and we are talking about
Oh,
Doflamingo Dressrosa arc. I give it a 10 on a 10.
same. I don't even need to explain why this arc is peak. Well, next.
Then the introductions to the Ming tribe, the whole Ming tribe, and all this shit is Zoo. Like
Huh? What?
Zoo,
What?
Zoo, the arc with the
Ooh,
elephant,
the Zoe arc.
the
Zoe.
Zoo arc. Yes,
Yeah, the Zoe. I
I
mean,
give it an
Zoo.
8.5 on a 10. What do you give it?
Wait, what did you give it? Like what did you rate it?
8.5 on a 10.
5 out of 10, right?
8.5 on a 10.
Yeah. This arc, uh, um, this arc, I like some moments of it, but like, I feel like I want to rate it to not a high level, but I feel like 7 out of 10. Let's just say that.
And now we got the saddest arc ever with Sanji and his backstory. The
Well,
Roll Cake Island.
this arc, I know this arc, I know the arc you're talking about. There's the Whole Cake Island arc,
Yes,
and
where we got introduced to the famous scene of your bounty is not 150 million, it's 1.5 billion.
yeah, but hear me out. For my opinions on the Whole Cake Island arc, I know a lot of people hate that this arc took so long just like the next arc like it. But the thing that got me to love this arc, like the emotional moments, like the serious moments and the funny moments, like the thing that got me to love this arc is the theme song. We are hope. Like, is it called like that? We are hope.
I don't know.
Like, I mean, we are hope. Like I remember, like I know, like I remember the whole the whole Cake Island arc had a theme song called Hope. You know, yeah, the Hope theme song. Yeah, I like that song. And if you search on YouTube,
No,
One
no, no,
Piece.
no, 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 no other and no other mentions because I want to get no copyrights right now. So
No, 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 no.
no, no, no,
I'm
no,
saying
no copyright, no copyrights, please. Thank you.
no, I'm not. I'm not singing the song.
No, no,
I'm
no.
trying
I'm
to.
not talking about singing and also like not mentioning other channels yet. You know.
Oh shit! Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Back to the arc itself. I give
Nine
it
out of 10.
not like for me. I give it a 10 out of 10.
And now we get the longest arc of One Piece and the introduction of Gear Fifth, where we got a bit foreshadowed in
Oh
Skypiea,
shit!
in
Oh
Skypiea,
shit! Yes,
where
yes,
we got
yes, yes.
introduced to Kaido, the best fights ever, and then we're gonna talk about the Wano Land of Wano arc. Like it was great, it was cool, it was very nice, and I rated an leave your eyes open and 15 on 10 because I'm going above the rating because it's too good. It's too, like, how do we say it? Too good, you know. We got a lot of best fights, you know, a lot of awakenings, a lot of great moments. Well, how do you rate it?
Before I write the Wano arc, I was gonna say that wait. Hold on. Well, the previous arc we rated the Whole Cake Island arc. Yeah, that's the arc where Luffy unlocks Snake Man.
Yeah, and now we're talking about the Wano arc.
Hold on. I'm drinking. Hold on. Let me drink some stuff, and then I'll come back. And then I'll come back to give you my response.
I'm also drinking. Thanks for reminding. And everyone watching this should, listening to this podcast, should drink a bit of water, milk, or anything good for your health. Because we
Yeah,
need
yeah. Thank you, thank you.
remind everyone. I'm gonna remind to everyone we need to drink and eat healthy to get a good lifespan, and also to watch One Piece.
This podcast is sponsored by Healthy Drinks.
No, there's no healthy sponsored drinks. No, no, no. I know
Come on,
which.
bro. At least we're gonna make the kids feel happy.
No, this podcast is sponsored by Jared Kitten's YouTube channel, who is me. Thank
Right.
you for the
Yeah,
sponsor
right.
myself. You know, it's good for myself to sponsor something, you know. And yes, yes, yes. And by the way, you can. Wait, what?
Everyone don't tell him this, but after this podcast, everyone don't tell him this, but after this podcast, I'll fucking kill him.
We don't even live in the same country. What the fuck? Okay, now give your rating about the Wano arc.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now I finished drinking. So my opinion on the Wano arc. I really hated how long this arc took for me to like it. But there's some moments that made me like the arc. Not all the moments, but some. You know, like for example, I like that one. I like the arcs. I mean, I like the moments. I like that. Well, I like the moments in the Wano arc where it shows to us fans that Momonosuke like Momonosuke
Yes, I know what you mean. I know who you mean.
yeah,
Yes,
Momonosuke's father Odin, yeah.
yes. And how do you rate it?
And I like how the Wano arc shows us Odin's past with the Roger pirates and the Whitebeard pirates and the epic fight between the Whitebeard pirates and the Roger pirates and Odin's death, peak sad death, yeah, and Brooks's and the theme song that Brooks sings in the Thriller Bark arc, the Binkasaki. It's also mentioned in the Wano arc, not just the Thriller Bark arc. So basically, this song is not just little bit popular in the One Piece universe, but it's also popular on the entire One Piece universe. Like not little bit, but on the entire universe.
So how do you rate it?
I want to say 10 out of 10, but the moments in the arc that the moments that got me feeling like a little bit bored in the arc is that the moments where like these moments before we know Odin's existence, like there's all like basically
The
the
beginning.
no, not the beginning, but like I'm just what I'm trying to say is that in the one arc, the thing that got me feeling like I might die out of boredom is the arcs where Luffy is in prison, like the prison arcs, you know.
Yeah. So what was your rating again?
Uh, wait, okay, um, hmm, uh, hmm, uh, 9 out of 10.
Okay. And now we got the latest arc that was finished, and we got introduced to the monster forms of the five elders. We got to see Emu in action a bit with Sabo and all,
Oh
and
yeah. Oh
and
shit. Yeah. Oh holy shit. We got in this fast to Egghead.
yes, in 41 minutes. So how do you rate the Egghead arc? I'm gonna rate it 20 on a 10 because it was too perfect. We got a lot of lore drop. We got to know who was Joy Boy, who was introduced in Fishman Island, back in Fishman Island, and we got to see again our best buddies from the Little Garden arc in the East Blue or something, before the Alabasta arc. Tori and Brookie. Yes, sir. They got back. And then we got the closing of the chapter to go to the next arc, who is currently getting to watch now the Elbaf arc. But how do you rate the Egghead arc?
The Egghead arc. The Egghead arc. I rate it 10 out of 10. And yeah, that does it for our One Piece arcs ranking.
Yes, and if you want, if you want to have like a Starcast in our podcast, like, comment who you
Comment
want
and
comment who you
subscribe.
want to see in the podcast, and make sure you smash very hard the subscribe button to see more podcasts and also to see more live streams of myself on the
Yeah.
channel,
Also,
and
can I
and
mention something?
and
Can I
and
mention?
and
Hold
also
on, hold on.
wait, and also to see uh post comment on other videos, but videos you want to see on the short feeds and live streams you want to see, like, also I'm gonna put in the description the link to my Discord, and please, for the love of God, is also the do not spam in that Discord, because I have to like remove every month or every week a bot that is posting links in every channel, tagging everyone, and also I'm gonna put the server to my root server on root, the new Discord version, and I'm gonna put like my socials in the descriptions, and make sure to follow my journey on this podcast, the Black Kitty Cat podcast. And do you want to say anything to our fans watching this podcast, and your goodbyes, not goodbye off of the channel, but the goodbye on this first
Hold on. Can I say
podcast?
something hold on, sir. Can I say something to the viewers?
Yes, say it. You can say anything now. We are almost
Okay.
ending it.
Okay. Oh, I feel like I'm out of breath after ranking all of the One Piece arcs from the start to all of the way till the end. Um. By the way, dear viewers, if you want more content like this, more podcast content, don't forget to yeah, don't forget to request the creator don't forget to request more by the way, from the creator. Like, if you want more podcasts, the creator will give you guys these podcasts, or we might or me and the creator Jared, we would think of like basically we would give you guys the podcast that you deserve, but it's gonna be like it's gonna be
I'm
like this. I
I'm
was
gonna
gonna say,
already say it. I'm gonna already say it. We are not covering politics, war things, everything related to the uh, news like war and politics. We are not involved in that. We don't wanna
yeah,
be
yeah.
involved in
Basically,
that.
Basically, so basically, the podcast that me and Jared will be doing, guys, is that these not politics. Oh, what the fuck am I saying? Like, oh my god, I forgot. I fucking know. Like, oh my god, fucking. Like, hold on, let me fucking know how to fucking speak, William. Okay. So basically, guys, what I'm trying to say is that me and Jared, we don't like politics. We're not fans of politics. Politics is not our thing. So basically, anything that seems to be related to real life, like politics, some real life stuff. Like we don't cover real life stuff. We only cover stuff that we like, and it's stuff that you guys like. We cover like only fictional stuff and maybe gaming stuff and maybe like concepts of stuff. But we like fucking cover politics. Fuck that shit.
And also, basically, like you said, if you want any other creators to be on the podcast, like imagine you want, how do we say this? You want 10DDM or Markiplier on the podcast, try to tag them in the comments of this podcast once it's posted, and maybe we will send and I will send personally a mail or a message to them to
Oh
ask them
yeah.
to join our podcast. You know, like
Oh yeah.
we don't do it in
Oh
real
yeah.
life because I'm not yet comfortable to reveal my face to you all.
Yeah,
And
guys. Yeah, I can wait, Jared. Wait, Jared. My friend, my beautiful friend. Wait a minute.
wait,
Wait,
what?
hold on. Hold on. I want to say something to the viewers. I want to say something to the viewers.
Sure,
Okay, guys.
yes, you're yours.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
go
No,
ahead
the
and say
viewers,
your mind.
the fans. Yeah, the viewers, the fans. So guys, me and Jared, yes, we are comfortable doing these podcasts for you guys and talking about anything that is fictional, that is fictional topics. You know, like basically, we feel comfortable talking about anything that basically comfortable about talking about anything that is fiction related. Yeah, and maybe just maybe if you guys like give us a lot of likes on this video. Or if you guys want a second podcast video, maybe if y'all like give us like a lot of support on this video, maybe
No,
we will.
audio. I think it's gonna be an audio. I don't think. I'll see. Like, I'll see when I post it. You know.
Yeah. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I'm not trying to force the viewers to do some stuff that they don't want to because they're free on what to do, you know. But I'm just saying that maybe next time on our next podcast, I'll try to myself to ask permission for a friend to maybe to join us in the next podcast, like a friend of mine.
Yeah, we can do that. You know, we can do that. Yes. And
Yeah.
yes. And by
Yeah.
the way, if you like, uh, later this month, I'm gonna post a poll on my channel with 4 different topics we can talk about, and
Oh,
then
wait.
it's random. I'm gonna be like choosing random topics, you know. And if you want more of William on my channel, like in videos or streams, tap the like button and comment
I'm
William,
always available.
William, with
Guys,
the
hold on.
wait. The William and Jared to you once forever. Type this in the comment, William and Jared to you forever. And
Yeah.
by the way, if you want to say anything extra, say it now, say it fast, because I'm gonna end the recording.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna say something fast. By the way, guys. As a guest on Jared's podcast. Sometimes I'm always available. Like if I'm not busy or if I'm not or if I'm not active.
Busy this wave.
Basically I'm always available, but sometimes I might be busy or inactive. But if I feel like I have I feel like if I have a right time to do one of these podcasts again, or or to be ready to do like spend time with the Jared on the podcast and stuff, and maybe if I was maybe if I was ready to for maybe and then maybe if I was ready maybe next time in the next podcast I'll try to bring one of my friends to that podcast once he's permission once I'm done asking his permission and if he try if he agree and if he agrees to join us in the podcast between me and Jared and yeah.
Yes, okay. And see you next time on the podcast of the Black Kitty Cat podcast. And don't forget to smash the like button, comment, and subscribe. Bye. Say bye to the viewers.
Adios amigos.
Adios. Bye. Green apple.